Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. This week I'm planning for the week of the 9th to the 15th of October and I'm using the Haunted kit from my shop, which features artwork from Kittenish Girl Jess, and I really love this kit. It's like pretty spooky, definitely like more like seriously spooky than a lot of planner kits. We tend to go for like cutesy art where like obviously there's like a Halloween theme, but this is like, well, I'll tell you a story. When I was designing this kit, there is a scene and I did not see that there was a girl in the window of the scene, and it genuinely scared me when I zoomed in on the artwork. I like made it bigger to put it in the background of a box and I saw the girl and I was like, what? Like proper made me jump. So this kit is a spooky kit. There you can see it. It's on like the double box with the bookshop, the one with the girl on the right. It really scared me. So anyway, this is my scary Halloween spread of the year. I don't know what I'm going to use for actual Halloween, but I just love this kit. I'm basically just picking my kits as the week comes. I don't really plan them out. I'd like to be someone that does like a kit lineup, but I changed my mind too much and yeah, I just couldn't commit. So this is the kit I'm using. So pretty, really like love the blues and the like dark cool colours. This week it was Friday the 13th, so I guess the spooky kit is like extra fitting. But also apologies, this plan with me is a little bit late going up. The day just got away with me, to be honest. I was doing orders, mystery shipped, and we had to like run to do the post run like for the last collection. So yeah, just didn't get the plan with me done, but I'm here now, better late than never. Anyway, onto the plans. So on Monday the 9th, I had my flu jab. I do get like a winter flu jab because of having asthma. I get it for free, so that's always nice. Well, it's not, but like it's nice that I don't have to pay for it. So I had that early in the morning. I booked it so I get it out of the way. And then when it actually got to it, I was like, why did I book a 9 a.m. flu jab? But it was fine. I didn't have to wait. They weren't running behind, so that was good. After that, I went to the co-op and did a little top-up shop. I don't really remember what I bought. I think I got something for lunch for Tom. But I also had to go out again later, so I didn't really get a lot because I have my nails appointment later today as well, and there's actually 2 co-ops like in very close proximity, so I would rather go to there because one of them is a lot bigger. So I just got a few little bits. Then I walked home and packed a few orders. I was having my nail appointment later that day, so on the way I did like the post run kind of on the way back, so I got the orders ready for that. And then I did have my nail appointment. I went for like it'll be the nails you're seeing. They're like a dark orange, like autumnal reddish orange. I think the colour's called Maple Leaves, but I thought it was really pretty. I was either going to go black or like really like Halloween pumpkin orange, and I saw this and thought it was like a nice compromise, so I did that. Then I posted my orders like I said, and this was the day that I think Tom's bonsai tree arrived, and when I got home he like greeted me with, he was like hanging out of his window because his office is like the front of the house, and he'd got this like bonsai tree, so that was cute. I took a picture and put it on my Instagram story if you caught that. Then I marked that I had a little bit of a tidy up of the office, trying to do it more regularly so it doesn't get too chaotic, but I mean I'm due another tidy up. I'm just looking around and like things are everywhere. But hey ho. Then I filmed my plan with me for the week using a Papershire camera icon. I love these, but I feel like they're slightly too tall. Like I want to cut the tripod off each time and just use the camera. So I mean, there's nothing stopping me from doing that, so I might do that. And then I just did some YouTube work in the evening, and I don't actually know what this is. I've written YouTube work, but I don't know what, unless I just meant YouTube. Does it say YouTube work? Huh. Maybe like editing or something, I don't remember. Then I did some printing and cutting on Tuesday, just leaving the graph tape running. I don't know why I mark this because I do print and cut most days, but I just might as well. And then I marked that I had to go to the post office with Tom because he was having a bit of a nightmare renewing his driving license. Admittedly, we both read the form wrong and we both thought that he needed his birth birth certificate to renew it, but you don't. It's only if you're applying for a new license. But he's just renewing his old one. So we went to the post office and we were like, help, we don't know what to do. Like, do we need all these documents? And they were like, no. So luckily we went and asked, because we would have been like so confused. But we sorted that out. Took a while, but we did it in the end. We also had to buy a postal order, which is like a check, but the post office does it, and it's basically like a way to send money from the post office. Very weird. And we got charged a fee on it, so that was fun. I worked on new releases this day. I did some designing and I marked it with my little Halloween transparent icons, because I don't really know when I'm going to use these, but they're really cute, and I think in a spread like this they just like fit really well with like the spookiness. Then I marked that we worked on a project that we've been kind of working on and off for a couple of weeks, a little bit longer, but we kind of dropped it for a bit and then we got back on it recently. It is something that will let me release custom scripts in the shop, and I believe we are releasing it on Friday. So keep an eye out for that. I know they've been like very long requested, long awaited, highly requested, long awaited. So I am doing them finally. So they should be out on Friday. We might delay it, but I don't think so. Then I had to do an Amazon return. I'd ordered Ari's dog food on Subscribe and Save, and then he changed foods and I forgot to cancel the old one, and I asked to cancel it before it billed and they were like, no, sorry, even though it hadn't shipped. And then like moments later, after they said no, it got marked as dispatched, and I was like, that's a bit annoying. So they said I could refuse the delivery, and I was like, okay, fine, but I didn't do that because I feel really awkward doing that, so I just accepted it and then took it straight away to return it. And I actually didn't realise that there was something else in the package that I wanted to keep, so I accidentally returned the other item as well. But the problem was I hadn't like made a return for it, so I had to go on live chat. Oh, it was such a nightmare. I don't even think I've like marked that in the spread, but I've dealt with it now. But it was annoying because they were like, oh, you can't actually request a refund for the other item until Wednesday, even though I returned it on Tuesday. I don't know, some weird thing with their system. Anyway, oh yeah, so that's what the contact Amazon thing is. That was like the trying to figure out how to get my refund. Then I marked vacuuming and that I did an Ocado order. I actually placed the order a few days before, and then I got the text like, quick, amend your order, and I was not prepared to amend it right then, so I just moved it to the next day and bought myself an extra 24 hours. That was good. Then on Wednesday I had my singing lesson and I ran out of singing scripts, so I just marked it with an emoji and a bunch of like clip art icons from the kit, and I think it looks really cute, perhaps a little bit cluttered, but I like what I was going for, but perhaps not executed correctly, but I think it looks fine. Then I did more designing this day, so just marked that with a design script from my shop, and then I voiced over the plan with me, so I just marked that with a once more of love sticker. Then, interestingly, I was on my Etsy like dashboard and it was like, join the Etsy affiliate creator co scheme, and I was like, okay, so I applied for it and got accepted I think the next day, but I marked it on this day, so I can now do affiliate links to Etsy shops. So if I have any Etsy shops linked down below, like for my favourite shops or whatever, it will be an affiliate link now, which is exciting. And I've actually already earned $6, and I have no idea how, because I've only put them in Plan With Me links. So if that is accurate, and it might not be, but if that is accurate, then this is actually like a really lucrative affiliate scheme, because I'm in the Amazon one. I have been for a few years, and I think I've probably earned like £6 in total. So if this is true, then nice, finally Etsy has done something right. But yeah, so I signed up for that. I marked that I did some printing and cutting on Wednesday, and then I had a little bit of a YouTube binge. I don't remember what we were watching. We tend to flick between watching like the Luxury Home Show, we like that at the minute, Grackle and Walk With Me Tim, but because we've been watching so much Drive to Survive, we've been a bit behind on YouTube. Then I just marked that I did some messages in the evening as well. So moving on to Thursday, my throat. I just had some chocolate. I came in from doing orders, made dinner, and then I had some chocolate, and like, you know, when well, I don't know if this happens to everyone, but if I have chocolate, it like coats my throat and I just can't talk. So apologies for the weird noises I'll be making. But yeah, Thursday I designed in the morning and started printing and cutting. I was having some issues with my graph tech, not like major issues, but it was just feeding slightly strange. And I've had this before and I thought I fixed it, but I ended up ordering some replacement wheels for the rollers. Luckily, you don't, well, touch wood, you don't have to replace the actual rollers. They are like £200 and you have to get someone to come and fit them. But you can replace the little wheels yourself, so I did order those. I actually don't think I needed them in the end. So I've just got a spare pair, but it's never a bad thing to have a spare. We then had the Ocado order delivered, so I just put that away. And I designed some more postcards this day. I think I mentioned it in a vlog that I was designing like a thank you postcard for orders. I still haven't committed to the design. I improved it, so I'm close to getting there, but I don't want to order it and then like change it. Next, I marked cleaning out the rabbits, just vacuumed around their enclosure. They really aren't very messy, they just get like little bits of fluff and like poo gets outside of the litter tray, so I just have to clean that up every so often. Then, oh yeah, so I really wanted Harry to sit in my office with me. Like when he was a baby, he used to sit in here because he had like a lot of beds, because when he was really little, we could not get him to sit in a bed. So we had so many different beds and he's actually outgrown all of them now. So he only has one big bed. But I did manage to train him to start sitting in beds. So once he got used to beds, that was fine. But he'll always just like sit in the living room like on his own, either like in his bed or on the sofa. And I really want him to come and sit in the office with me, just so like we have like each other's company. And I didn't have another spare bed that I could bring in here, and I didn't want to move his like actual bed. So I got like a blanket, put it on the floor, and he did come and lie on the floor like on the blanket, and he did sit there. But I could tell that he was doing it because he knew I wanted him to, like it was the current job that he was being given. So I don't think he's really associated it with like coming and lying down and relaxing yet. So I do want to get him a nice little bed for in the office, but I couldn't decide. So I still haven't decided, but I do want to get him one. Then we watched more Drive to Survive. So on Friday, I did mark that it was Friday the 13th with this like Coffee Monsters Co. TV watching Halloween sticker. It's just really cute. I had a few left over from last year. I actually didn't buy any new Halloween stickers this year, so I bet I've like missed the boat with getting them in time, which is a bit annoying. Then I marked that I did photos and listings, and then I had to go to Pets at Home because Ari was being... So you know I said I changed his food. I don't know if it's food related, but occasionally he does sort of just lick his paws a lot, and I know that can be an anxiety thing and it can be like an allergy thing, and it's something that he's done on and off for a while, so I didn't think it was necessarily related to the food. And he also did it when we put him in kennels when we went away one time, so I know he does do it when he's anxious. So I don't know, but basically I went to Pets at Home and I got this shampoo that was meant to help them like with itching and just if he's got any kind of like anything that's upsetting him in his paws. So I came home. I also got him a cute little towel which he can like wear, like it was like a khaki green colour. I did put a picture in my Facebook group because he was not impressed. But I did put him in the bath, gave him a good old clean, soaked his feet, and actually he's been so much better. I feel like if I haven't solved it, I've almost solved it, so that's good. But he really did not enjoy the bath, and to be fair, like neither did I. Like it was cute, but I was absolutely soaked and he kept leaning against me rather than just like standing in the bath. So yeah, it was just not super fun. But I marked that Ari was annoyed and grumpy just with like a seriously script and a little rotty that I've got from Papershire. And then I just marked printing and cutting, and I also marked that I edited the vlog. On to Saturday, all of that like sifting through stickers was because I had no idea how to mark that we woke up and noticed that the electricity was really cheap this day. Well, like quite cheap. Like, I guess we can't really call it cheap compared to like how it was like 2 years ago, but it was 11p a unit or something, and I think typically it is like 17p a unit at the minute, and I think the cap is like 27, so it was really cheap. So I was like, I'm gonna do all of the laundry, and obviously I'm still behind on laundry because I cannot seem to catch up. So I got like 3 loads of laundry done this day, which I was really pleased about. The only downside was that I put it on the line to dry and it didn't fully dry, so once it got like to the evening I had to bring it all inside and just find somewhere to hang it, but it didn't take too long to dry because we put the dehumidifier on and it was fine. So that was my productive laundry day. I worked on the vlog again this day and marked printing and cutting. Then I had some sheets to make for Becca Holland's art. She's releasing like a new autumnal range and she wanted me to cut her some stickers. So I did those this day, and I actually had to redo them because there was an error with the way that my computer opened the print file. It was my fault, but I had to redo them. I then marked that I went to the co-op because I had to pick up a few ingredients. I was making a cottage pie and I wanted to like batch make it so that I could freeze some, and I ended up doing it the next day because I ran out of time on Saturday. But yeah, I had to pick a few things up for that. And then we also changed our internet provider this day. We are with Virgin right now, and we ended up changing to TalkTalk. I mean, none of this has happened yet, but it was because TalkTalk could like match our internet offer, but they could also give us sports like for the same price as what we're paying Virgin. And now that we're watching F1, I think this is what we're doing. I can't remember because Tom basically like got quotes from so many places, and I think Sky were also offering a similar deal, but Virgin wouldn't match it. Like, you know how normally you can say like, oh, like we found this deal somewhere else, will you do it too? But like they won't do it. So we are moving. And then we had games night as well. Finally, on to Sunday. I did more laundry in the morning. The rate wasn't quite as good as Saturday, but it wasn't awful, so I just did another load. And we went to Starbucks and I got my... what did I get? I actually think I ordered Starbucks and they ruined my drink. I won't go into it because it's not that interesting, but yeah, that was a sad time. I did get a refund. Uber refunded me. Next, I printed and cut, and then I did make my cottage pie this day, so that was good. I made like 4 portions, so I got 3 to freeze, which was great. Then I filmed my plan with me for the next week. So no, I filmed the plan with me for the current week, so I was feeling really productive about that. And then I did some bookkeeping in the evening, which I'd been putting off. If you've been watching the vlogs, I feel like the last 3 vlogs I've been like, oh, I've got to do my bookkeeping. Well, I finally did it, and then I actually finished it on the Monday. So really chuffed that I've got it out of the way. And then the last thing I marked was that we watched Drive to Survive. I've like layered a little like butterfly with a race car. I think it looks really cute. And then I just put like TV binge to mark that. So that is my completed spread. This is what I've got left from the kit. I just used the SVK and the toolbox add-on this time. I didn't have any additional add-ons. I also did pull out the October freebie and I've used a little bit of that. And I've got a bunch of full boxes left as well. But that is my completed spread. I hope you enjoyed watching the plan with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!